Hello everyone. Previously, we had discussed about the typed arrays and the array buffers. So today we'll be discussing about service workers and the progressive web apps. So basically, what are service workers? So service workers act as an sorry, intermediaries between web apps and the network. So basically, it acts as an intermediary between the web apps and the network. So it also enables offline capabilities and caching for the progressive web apps. So you need to remember that basically service worker acts as an intermediary between the web apps and the network. Let's see this one with the example. And also, this is one of the important thing that you need to remember as it enables the offline capabilities as well. And also main thing that if you would have made use of the service workers, so you would have seen this one. Basically this comes in handy. It helps in caching, right? It helps in basically enabling offline capabilities. Also uh, it uh, helps in the caching for progressive web apps. Main thing is caching, you have to remember. uh, let's see the same thing through the example, right? Initially, let's see how to register a service worker. So here I have the two files. One is HTML and the JS file, right? So I'll just make use of this. Let me link the JavaScript file. So I'll just give here script src equals JavaScript file main.js, right? So I'll just come here to the main.js file. I'll just make use of the if statement here. If let me make use of the service worker. If of service worker in where in navigator, right? So in navigator, let me make use of the navigator dot I have given service worker, right? So here service worker, just give me a second here. Did I miss something? So yeah, here navigator dot service worker, we are registering, right? We have the register here. So which file we are registering? Main.js, right? So I'll just give here main.js. So I'll just make use of then. So let's log something like service worker registered. So I'll just log here. Within the strings, I'll give service worker. Sorry, let me give k here. Registered. Let me give successfully. So service worker registered successfully. Let me delete this one. Misspelled this one successfully, right? So here, this is it. Let me format this once. I'll just come here. Let me click on open with live server. So here, what is this? Yeah, I'll just close this one for now. Let me hit F12, right? So here you can clearly see this is showing service worker registered successfully. So this works absolutely correct, right? So what we have done here, I'll just explain in simple terms here. This one, navigate.service worker, this one, this basically checks for the service worker support. In which file? Main.js file. We are registering this one, right? Basically, navigator.service worker. This term, what it does is, it checks for the service worker support. So, and what does this register does? Register registers the file, this one, main.js. So we are so whenever I try to run this one, right? So you can clearly see here that this is showing service worker registered successfully. So this works absolutely correct. So let me just delete this one. This is the example of how to register a service worker, right? So next, let's see caching in a service worker. So I'll just come here in the main.js file. So self dot, let me add the add event listener. So let me make use of the install. and let's pass the event here. So here what I'll give, we have passed the event, right? I'll just give event. Let me give wait until. So wait until within this one. So what happened here? Just give me a second here. So yeah, here I have missed the comma, right? So now this is fine. Within this one, I have just made use of the wait until, right? Let me make use of the caches dot open of v1 version v1, and I'll just make use of then here within this. Let me give cache. I have considered. Let me give cache, right? So let me make use of the cache again. We will be adding the index.html file. So here I'll just give index.html. So here what we are doing, basically, I'll just explain in simple terms. Here this install keyword is there, right? So whatever the install keyword that I have used here, basically install event, this one, install event triggers during the service worker installation. So this will trigger during the service worker installation, this one, install. And caches.open of v1 that here that I have used, basically what this does is it opens a cache, and this one, index.html is added. So I have missed something. We shouldn't put here this one. Sorry, we shouldn't make use of the semicolon here. Instead, what this does, caches.open of v1, this opens a cache and index.html is added, right? So here we are not getting the output anything. We are not logging anything. Previously we saw how to register the service worker, right? So here what we are doing, we are just making use of the install event which triggers during the service worker installation, this one. And this one, caches.open of v1, this one, what it does is it opens a cache, and finally we are adding the file index.html to it. So I hope this is clear. This is nothing but how to cache in the service worker. First we saw how to register a service worker. This example is how to cache a service worker. So I hope the service workers and the progressive web apps. So this topic is completely clear. Next we will be discussing about the decorators in JavaScript. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.